My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Hearthstone Ranked, where we are currently playing a Control Warrior midway through rank 13. It's going okay. We just need to record about 5 trillion more episodes, and then we might make it to 13. Wait, no, we're on 13, 12. Always remember to double check your mathematics before you try and make a snide joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Versus Jane.
Lovely liquid of life.
You asked for it.
Victory.
By which I mean caffeine. Okay. I'm gonna keep the Whirlwind just in case it's Mech Mage. Because then Whirlwind will allow me to execute things behind taunt walls and allow me to destroy the barriers, the divine shields of Annoyatrons. Greetings, Tiaxia 007.
Hello.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Okay. Secrets freeze. So I'm desperate to figure out what secret that is. Because that should tell me if it's a freeze mage or a secret mage. Freeze, it looks like right now. Our win rate against freeze mage is actually pretty high. So I'll be pretty happy if that's actually what it is. Because really all we do is just armor up out of all of the things they can do to us.
I hope you like my invention.
That fits in with freeze mage. That also fits in with freeze mage, but you have a really bad late game now. Oh, yes. Acolyte of Pain tests whether this is, nope, it's not. Then Whirlwinds. So I get to clear 2 of my opponent's cards, while drawing a card from my Acolyte of Pain, which also ensures that my Acolyte of Pain draws me at least 2 cards. Yeah. So there's not too many minions in this deck, unless of course it's the Giants version of it, which does run minions.
Back to work.
This draws me another card. Down to Swagnorus the Firelord. Do I attack Coin Deathbite? Do I attack anyway if I'm not even Deathbiting? Yeah. It's because I have 2 weapons in hand, I do need to attack. So, the standard removals for this deck run along the lines of Cone of Cold or Frost Nova plus Doomsayer. Blizzard, Flame Strike for individual targets. Sometimes use a Fireball, sometimes use a Frostbolt, but if you use too many of those, you lose your win condition. If anyone is unfamiliar with what a Freeze Mage is, basically, you get to very late in the game, you Alexstrasza your opponent's face, and then after Alexstrasza your opponent's face... ooh, shit. I'm 1 off being able to Shield Slam that. Okay. So I guess I have to... Death's Bite, hit, Shield Slam? So my opponent's going to be really interested in bursting down my shield, but also Alexstrasza is easier to kill with which? Shield Slam or... Well, no, if they're interested in bursting down my shield. Okay, so Shield Slam is actually less versatile for me. So I'll use it first. So yeah, they try and remove the board using that, using Flame Strike, using Blizzard, and then they play an Alexstrasza against your face on turn 9, moving you usually down to 15 health, but luckily we have armor, which puts us in a much better position than most other characters. And then as soon as that happens, they just throw spells at your face until you die. So these spells usually consist of something like Ice Barrier and Ice Block. Ice Block is to make sure they can survive on 1 health while they cast spells at your face. And Ice Barrier is again just to top up their health while they cast spells at your face. So what we're looking to do is attempt to find which of the secrets that is. Hopefully it's not, hopefully neither of them are Ice Barrier. No, hopefully one of them is Ice Barrier, because I know the other one isn't Mirror Image. And then I'll coin Ragnaros first. Because if my opponent has a polymorph, I want Ragnaros to be polymorphed, and then I'll use Sneed's Old Treader. So... Yep, there's the Ice Barrier I was telling you about. I know it's not Counterspell, and I know it's not Mirror Image, so I have the freedom to play Ragnaros. So I get to develop a really strong 8 mana legendary on this turn, which means that it's very difficult for my opponent to set up both freezing my face and freezing my board and playing a Doomsayer, if they have all of those cards in hand, of course. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Polymorph, although you usually don't run Polymorph in this deck. Well, sometimes don't run Polymorph in this deck. Okay, Big Game Hunt is fine. I will trade my 2/2 into that rather than my weapon. Then Sneed's Old Shredder comes out instantly after. Okay, that's fine by me. Usually you want to make sure that you have a clear board if you are Alexstrasza on turn 9. Oh, it looks like my opponent's going to look for that clear board. This is probably going to be a Frostbolt. Okay, so if I had another shield block, I'd feel a lot better about this.
Time runs out on me.
Like, a lot better about this. So the problem with this is Alexstrasza goes to my face, I get set down to 15. Then I've got shield block, armor up to try and continue my armor. But how am I going to kill Alexstrasza? Well, I guess I've got to attack it with Sneed's Old Shredder and then execute. And that's really inefficient. And then I might get a shitty legendary. Ooh boy. A lot of this is probably going to worry about... First off, if they have Alexstrasza in hand, they might not have Alexstrasza down in the bottom 13 cards of their deck. That's about half of your deck. So if they don't have Alexstrasza, we're in an amazing position. If they do have Alexstrasza, it depends on what legendary we get as to whether or not we're in a great position. I also wouldn't be surprised to see Fire Blast, Fireball. That would mean that my opponent's main methods of dealing damage are a Fireball, a Frostbolt, and 2 Ice Lances. Ice Lance is a 1 mana spell, and if your opponent has... Ooh, that's rough. If your opponent is frozen, or if your target is frozen, they take 4 damage, but if they aren't frozen, it freezes them, right? So it's usually considered pretty bad, especially in Arena, but you can use it to do 4 damage for 1 mana, which is really exceedingly efficient. So the really cool thing is gaining armor does not get removed by Alexstrasza. So if I double shield block this turn, I'll go up to 35, and then I'll get Alexstrasza and I'll only go down to 25. I'll still have the 10 armor and then 15 health. So, since Alexstrasza has to be the one to drop me down to 15, I actually don't care about my face health at all. And then that's going to be another Ice Barrier triggered. However, I do care about my armor, so I will do those. At a certain point, when you've gained enough armor, your opponent can't do anything in this matchup. Because it's about moving you down to 15 and then burning you out, right? And how are you going to burn out the fact that I have more armor than you can remove with your spells. Especially having used already one Frostbolt. I feel pretty good. Pretty damn good. Those can't be Alexstrasza. You wouldn't hold Alexstrasza on turn 9 if you had it, so I have to assume that it was either in these top 2 cards, or that they don't have it in hand. I have a really great way of dealing with Alexstrasza now, which is to attack and then execute. Okay, so they're running an Archmage Antonidas, so that's one way that you can get more spells in your deck. Aha. That's fine, I can still kill it. Got an execute, I can kill it.
Time runs out on me.
So now they have 2 fireballs total. 3 fireballs. Aha. Cleave. No, Cleave is too ambitious. So I want to armor up every single turn. Does card efficiency dictate that I want to cast the Fiery War Axe? Yeah, it does, actually. So I want to be armoring up every single turn so that I don't miss the opportunity to armor up, because you can only armor up once per turn, right? So if I have, say, 3 mana this turn, and 5 mana next turn that are free and just ready for me to use, why would I not want to make sure that I use armor up the first turn and then armor up shield block the next turn, rather than shield block the first turn and then I only armor up the second turn, right? The second situation now allows for me only to get 7 armor, the first gives me 9. So this is the opponent trying to remove my armor. So that's the 2 fireballs that they got from Archmage Antonidas gone now.
Excuse me.
So a huge problem for this deck, especially since the release of GVG, is that more minions sticky. More minions are super sticky, they stay on the board, because they've got really strong death rattle effects. Naxxramas did that a little bit, I mean, we've got the Sludge Belchers right here, but especially with Sneed's Old Shredder and a bunch of other minions, minions just stick to the board. You have to freeze my face, otherwise I can kill the Doomsail.
You like my invention.
Now I'm gonna kill the Doomsail. Now, I'm not going to play the Acolyte of Pain, because my opponent could abuse my Acolyte of Pain in order to make me draw enough cards to die to fatigue after being nuked. I have, admittedly, very few ways left to trigger my own Grommash Hellscream. That's a bad thing. Commonly referred to as a bad thing. I think I would refer to it as a bad thing.
What to do? What to do?
Currently have on the board set 11 damage. Opponent's not super close to fatigue. Still a few turns out. So that's 2 Novice Engineers, 2 Arcane Intellects. I haven't seen any Acolytes of Pain yet. That's odd. To me, at least. I wonder if I see Flame Strike here. Mm-hmm.
I bring life.
Both Doomsayers gone, 1 Flame Strike gone. I don't think I can actually super be paid for here.
I bring life.
There's your Alexstrasza, which I've been talking about for forever. Okay, so I can kill that with the 1/1 and then the execute, but how is my armor up gonna happen? I think I kill that by running as many minions into it as possible. So that would be Armor Smith. Run this in. run this in. I'm purposefully wasting minions, by the way. And the reason is so that I can get more points of armor. Because I want to... Every single point of armor matters a huge amount in this matchup. Howdy, Malorn.
I will mourn your death.
If I really wanted to, I could hold off on trying to deliver lethal. So that's the last fireball. No, they've got another fireball, I think. Frostbolt. You've no other Ice Lance. So this is basically the end of the game. Oh wait, Pyroblast. Are you holding on for Pyroblast? Oh, that top deck probably makes you really sad.
Strike.
I can take the hit.
Oh. So one of these is probably Ice Block. I mean, you run 2 in the deck and they've already played one and I haven't triggered it.
Well played.
Was that our first fucking match? That took 16 damn minutes. Alright, I can't leave one match in one episode, but... God damn it. As much as I enjoy my times playing against Frost Mages, Freeze Mages, that is, takes ages. Ages and ages and ages and ages. Although it usually is a win for us. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I'm super skilled in the fact that I've beaten 100% of them. Or I think 100% of the times that I've versed a Freeze Mage, I've beaten them. It's just a really bad matchup for Freeze Mages. Because we can just replenish armor. It's too easy for us. Do we think it's a Freeze Mage? I'm gonna mulligan as though it were a Mech Mage. Oh man, my ears are hurting. Hang on, I'm actually gonna switch to a different headset. Holy shit, that opening hand. Look at that opening hand. I'm loving it. Da, 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 da. Don't play mirror image. You're such a twat. Brawl? Do I rely on Brawl? Brawl. There's nothing really that I can do right now, unfortunately. If I play slow against this deck, I've probably lost. That's an amazing opening. They had to go second and have those 2 cards in hand in order for that to be an amazing opening. Armorsmith. Cool Taskmaster. If I try and play this slow, I'll just lose eventually. So I need to make it look like I'm playing quicker than I am. And that's to play cards that I'm not really concerned with if they die.
Strike.
So hopefully this makes my opponent concerned for saving the mirror image and they end up like wasting a lot of damage killing my Armorsmith. And then I just Cruel Taskmaster in the mirror image and I manage to push through anyway with Fire War Axe. Oh. Sludge Belcher.
Back to work.
Don't like how the game is going so far, but hopefully there's a turn just about the corner.
Pay attention, class.
Oh, God. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna set up for killing it next turn. Duplicate. Oh shit, Sludge Belcher this turn and I probably lose the game. Fuck. So duplicating a Sludge Belcher is basically insane. You get all of the value in the entire world. Attack the face for the kill on those. Oh man, I'm getting such low value on everything. If I attack the face for the kill on those, this gets duplicated. But if I attack this, this will get duplicated. So I'm going to rely on it being duplicate. Shit. Do you want to know why? It's definitely the, fucking hell. I think the best way would have been Cruel Taskmaster, the 1/1, check for duplicate and mirror image at the same time. It's definitely mirror image now. The other one might be counterspell. Yep. So as a counterspell, I don't even get to draw my card. I can't mirror image a Sludge Belcher for my opponent. I will lose the game off the back of that. I'm already way behind as well. Look at that card draw. Insane opening. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I have to give that damage. I can't do it. I actually can't give that damage. Because it will destroy me. Okay, so you know what? Give it damage. Fine. Then I'll play the Sludge Belcher. Opponent gets the 2/2. They get to hit here, hit here. I am in a really bad position. This is basically free fall. I can't do anything right now. Just as we have an amazing matchup against Freeze Mages, we have a pretty bad matchup against almost every other version of Mage. Because they have the ability to freeze our minions, freeze our face. If we are basically terribly scared of our face being frozen. If it's frozen, that's it. That's it. Game over. We are not going to be able to use any of our weapons, and that's our main draw. So, yeah, I'm screwed. You know, I get to brawl. Alright. YOLO brawl. I've lost this match. Lost it long ago. I should concede right now. I'm not going to. But I should be conceding. Yeah, we're frozen forever. Maybe I should pass my next turn. I mean, it's about as effective. I play the Sludge Belcher, it probably gets duplicated, but I can't really do anything about that right now, so I have to play it. Hopefully it's not a duplicate. Done. There's no way for me to come back into the match from that point. And, I mean, we're already over time. Not particularly interested in watching myself be slow-rolled. No card draw. Bad opening versus... Well, I had pretty good opening, actually. I had a really good opening hand. It's just against a way better opening, unfortunately. Now let's get back to the title screen so that I can say that my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Hearthstone Ranked, the name of the deck has been the Control Freak, it is our Control Warrior deck. You'll be able to find the link to the deck list down in the description below. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. If you have, please click like. It does let me get my content out to new people. There's also a playlist in the description down below for Hearthstone Ranked, Hearthstone Arena, and Hearthstone Adventures. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself, and we'll see you next time.